Look, Archangel Raziel, now I'm sure he's on my Bella Reiki channel. He was with me last night. I said, oh, here we go. You know why? Because he's the rainbow wizard. And then I look it up, look, it's clairvoyance. So it's true, what you're seeing in your visions, your clairvoyance is very powerful. So this is the indigo revolution and the wing makers at the same time. So it's you. So I've come back here because God showed me on a walk, right? I went for a walk. So I had to walk my puppy. And he said, why do you think I gave you the chaos symbol? I was like, what are you talking about? I never know what he's talking about. And then I saw this. Remember we did this a couple of days ago, calms the chaos. Yesterday. See, that's when they were doing the chaos magic on you. This is such a powerful channel for your protection. So that's what I mean. I'm getting it at this time it's happening. And then you get the clairvoyance. That's why it was chaos magic to block your clairvoyance. So we went with the light, right? Reiki is light, a light symbol for masters of the light to activate, right? To take that away. Isn't that powerful? I think that's amazing. So just let me tune in now for your clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel is here, helping you with your spiritual sight, right? Here it says, to awaken fully so you can see heavenly love. So you'll be able to see angels, see the elemental kingdom, and you'll be able to fly above all obstacles, right? Raise your vibration. So there was chaos magic because we got the chaos kafu too. I just think that's wild. I thought, thank goodness I just trust in what I get, you know? Because when we did this chaos symbol yesterday, that was when the chaos magic was taking place at Exactamundo. Like Exactamundo, the same time. I think that's wild. And it just got revealed to me. So there you go, I got a revelation. So Michael, is there anything else you would like to tell us? Michael, about this chaos magic. Did we clear it out? Yeah, because we brought the light. So God came into me in the walk, right? And he said, when you bring the light, he said, you know how powerful I've given you the strongest light. I was like, really? He goes, yeah. I go, what, the lights, the angels of light? He said, no, the strongest light. Why do you think the darkness trembles at just the name? I was like, oh, I'm completely lost, Father. I don't know what you're talking about. It's the name of the light. When you bring the name of the light, the darkness cannot stand in it. And who is the light? That just blew my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, that's why the power of his name, right, is pure light. Wow. Right, God sent, and look at this. You are the light of the world. So you are that pure light. That's when Jesus says, you are my sister, my mother, my whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's because you are holding that light. And God's saying that's the most powerful light. The darkness cannot overcome the light within you. So you strengthen in your pillar of light. Isn't that just... And this is your rainbow body. So once your rainbow's all clear, you turn to light. It goes white light, E.T. E.T., white light, E.T., that's enlightenment. Now, Reiki was first discovered for enlightenment, right? Just for sages and people who were seeking enlightenment. But everything gets healed while you get to enlightenment, do you understand? So then it became a healing modality because they realized post-traumatic shock disorder was healed, completely cleared in people from World War II when Chujiro Hayashi opened a Reiki clinic, right? There's documentation of it. And here we are using Reiki. It's an ancient energy system brought down from a 40-day template. So let's talk about 40 days from now. What would you like to occur? Visualize it. Your rainbow body is going to from 7 colors, right, to 9 to 12. So when you get to 9, the wings come out. God said everything's perfect and in my timing. Like, all right. You just have to flow and trust and let go. And then keep focus, he says. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. That's your clairvoyance. So well done. That's clearing from soul star to earth, crown chakra, right? That's where the black dog of depression sits. So if you watch the news and Netflix, a vibration forms across there, right? If you have arguments or a codependent or addictions, they sit here like a black cloud. And then you clear that, you get down your blueprint, and it opens your connection to source. It's in your third eye. So you've connected, and God's giving you visions. He's pouring his spirit out upon you. So don't worry about the illusion and the delusion of the collapse of the matrix. I just heard the collapse of the matrix. That's the collapse of the chaos. Because this chaos, right, has to go somewhere. Energy doesn't ever die. It's eternal. So it can either be transmuted, transformed, right? But this, God said, it's gone back to sender. That's why you saw her in the sea, the castaway, abandoned, with the rat and the crab. Remember that? And I was like, oh, what do we have to do? That was just in the last reading. Right? Because you feel sorry for these people. Honestly, I'm an empath and a healer. It's just like, oh no, what can we do for them? And then you think, well, they caused it on themselves. So what this person was sending out couldn't take it. They couldn't take what they were sending out, this karmic. And now they have to, because you're here. Your clairvoyance is full on. Like there's a indigo haze over the whole of the earth. Just think about that. That people's psychic awareness is opening. They can see things. And what is your targeted intention? To release any fears or doubts. Granting me the confidence and courage to take action toward realizing my dreams. This is like all chaos magic has been returned. The path is clear. Keep your hocus pocus focus. And I kept hearing last night, abracadabra. As a song goes, abracadabra. I want to reach out and grab you. Right? I think my twin's singing it to me. But I was like, oh my gosh, that's what abracadabra means. What you speak, you create. I'm going to do that again. So well done. This is all about your clairvoyance. And that's why it was under attack, because the devil knows that's the next thing to open. And that's what's going to take you to the new earth, right? Where you would become the new earth, something like that. Archangel Michael, let's have a look. So we're going to do one for people watching, one for the divine masculine here, right, that we're reading on. That had the castaway. So these people set themselves up, and that's what a narcissist will do, will try to get a reaction from you, right? But you're responsible for your own reactions. So as soon as you lash out, that's karma coming back at you. They know that. That's why they get you to do it. Then you're sitting in your own karma, and you can even take theirs on. So when you don't react, you duck and weave, I call it, right? And you just respond by bringing nothing, right? Oh, look. It's eternal. See, love doesn't die either. I just got that. Love doesn't die. It's eternal. Energy is eternal. Your soul is eternal. Help me perceive all of the love that surrounds me so that I can feel safe receiving, expressing, and giving love. So in that moment of retaliation where you could have lashed out because it triggers you or makes you angry, you brought love to it. See, and then God said we pray for them. Thank you, God. I was like, oh, pray for them. I never thought of that. Yeah, let's do that. Because it's about being responsible for your own energy field, for your own thought process, and for your own actions. And that's breaking the code to dependency. Everybody's responsible for their own. So you don't jump over your fence of protection and drop it to help somebody else whose only intention is to bring you down. You stand there in eternal love, in the light. This is God saying that light, right, has to be sent through a human heart to transform into love. So it's energy, it's light. And now it's transforming into love through your heart. Isn't that just wow? So don't have to make any decisions right now. No decision making, right? Nothing. It's a no from me. It's a no. You're on the right path. Everything's working in your favor. So the pathway becomes clear. You don't go search for it. It just shows up in front of you, illuminates in front of you. How unreal. Wow, this is it. That was their last ditch attempt, right? This is a desperado, a bit of a psycho, narco, you know what I mean? That castaway, because that's evil and nasty. The intention. And this is what's forced a new beginning. This is forced the birth. That's why we thank them. We say thank you for your evil intent magic. We broke it with our Reiki symbol, Kafu 2, hallelujah, and unconditional love. And we did the detox first. So here's the new beginning. Right? The past is now released. Say it. My past is now released. And I feel now with trust to experience these new life changes. New opportunities now come before me, offering me support and helping me. Something like that. Abracadabra, what we speak, we create. So that's a spell. What they spoke over your life has now, they're sitting in it, right? Do you understand that? I got it. But if you're not healed, you take it on and then you react. Now you're in the karmic cycle, right? Because now you've got to pay the debt of your own karma that you just put out. You got to experience that back. Unless you get on your knees and place it to the Father and give your heart to the Son, and it's forgiven, forgotten forever, wiped out of your book of life. Completely wiped out, never to return again. Never to be held over you in a court of law. So just be really gentle with yourself because you're like a new little lamb coming through. Now I went for a walk. Oh my God. I've got 4 videos to share with you about what God said. I've been waiting for the timing. And one of them is headed, are you with the goats or the sheep? Right? So he's still giving me information about that because that's like the harvest where the wheat and the tares are separated. And today when I went for a walk, we have a child's hospice at the end of the corner. And as you walk through the path, you go through a path that goes through the back of it. And I could hear this crying animal. It was crying. And I look over and they've got the mini farm and there's a goat there. Can you believe it? I was like, that's surreal. There's a goat, a baby goat crying. That's God telling me it's time to do, right? Are you with the goats or the sheep? Then he shows me the sheep. This is you, you're a sheep. I can still hear the goat. They cry. I was crying. So the new beginning's already occurred. That started because he just showed me the cosmic eggs come back. The cosmic egg. You're standing on the cosmic egg. It was in a million pieces and it's now come back together. Because of your tears, right? And through your non-reaction. So now it's time to thank yourself, to know that you're covered in the blood of the Lamb, which is your antidote to the black box program. Turn your TVs off. It keeps telling me the TV is the worst vibration. Some new TVs, right? Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. They have a laser beam, and when you sit in front of it, it calcifies your third eye. I promise. It's energy. It's a weapon. So you're sitting there and then you're watching comedy, right? So you relax and you're laughing and you're getting blocked and then you're getting reprogrammed at the same time through laughter, you know, so that it's funny, but then it goes into a belief system. Anyway, this is saying turn Netflix, the news, turn that off and focus on your sensitivity. This is your parasympathetic nervous system, right? So it's being rewired. So you will feel a little bit vulnerable, but it's new. It's like this is a newborn. You're a newborn and your inner guidance is so loud, real and trustworthy, like loud. You'll be able to hear it easily and it repeats to you. And you need to write stuff down in a book. You've got to keep a journal, We say, thank you, God, for helping me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked for and prayed for. So look at that, because he was showing me before. We've done earth, air, fire, water, right? We've done physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And now here, look. It's got hear, see, feel, and know. Hear, see, feel, and know. So that's clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, and then the know is their claircognizance. This is how you get to connect, by clearing your clairs. This is your guidance system. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way. So your ego says, you kidding, you can't see that. You can't hear that. As if you're talking to God, as if you're talking to angels, as if you've seen a fairy. You're crazy. That's the ego. So you say, allow me to keep my ego out of the way, because I've even got it. I was like, oh, here we go. Angels of light, really, Father? He's like, they are of the purest light. So they are light angels. I'm like, oh. See, that's my ego. I just got to believe and open my mind to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. So what does it matter? So what if the rapture doesn't happen? It's like, let's just get ready for it anyway, because my inner guidance says it's soon. We're preparing. Anyway, you prepare spiritually. So what happens is we prepare from physical, then we go up mental and emotional, and then we go up to spiritual. So that's the diamond. You see that? And God works coming down. So he's coming down through the universal gateway, the galactic gateway, the cosmic gateway, the fourth dimension, which is this, which we just smashed through. That's the only place they can work with the chaos, because the puppet strings have been cut, right? So there's no hierarchy. They don't have any help. There's no fallen angels helping this person, where before they were. So that's why it's come to the light. And then it crashes through the fourth dimension, right? And then you pick it up in your soul star. And then you bring it down. As you're working in 3D to raise your vibration up, you bring the new down and you give birth to it. And you do that by visual, your clairvoyance, right? And your clairsentience. I say feeling. So you're going to have loud and clear guidance. So when you have all clairs opened, right? So when you do your level 1, your primary clair gets cleared. So everyone has a primary clair. So think, what's my primary clair? Is it feeling, seeing, hearing, or knowing? And then in level 2, it opens up another 2 clairs. This is why it's so powerful, Reiki. And by the time you get to spiritual Reiki, which is level 3, all your clairs are going. So you can hear, see, think, and feel the same message. So then no one can tell you otherwise. That's why I did Reiki, so that I wouldn't, so that I'd have protection, because you get a crown seal from any low vibrations trying to get into your crown through your, the depression energy. And so I could also get a message, right, on all levels, so that I wouldn't question it. So this is like all 4 cylinders of the Maserati are firing up. So if you need help with that, it's time now, new moon. I've got a special going for level 1 and 2 Reiki. If you're not attuned yet, it's time. Because you're guarded and protected here. So calling on the Archangel Michael, and then he's still got keep your eyes on your targeted intention. So this would be clearing your third eye, jotting down ideas, sitting in silence. You manifested this through your way of being. Nothing else, nothing special, right? But just because you're here, you're a human being. So be in the moment, right? Your wings have just come out. I can see your wings. We have shadows and light here, so I'm going to go into a little bit more about the castaway, and then I'll let you go, because we've got some air sign readings to do. Yes, we do. So we're going into the shadows and light, and this is by Lucy Cavendish. And she just has a more elemental aspect to her, where she talks to the fairies, the Tuatha De Danann. Right, the old Irish Celtic. Sorry, I just got a download then. Wow. Okay. So what is this about? See, normally you ask the cards. These cards are telling me. This is the other way around. I've never experienced that before. That's funny. Collective, what's going on? So the cards are telling me I would tell you. It's like, yes, what will you tell me? The cards aren't talking really. It's God. So say, reveal to me. Right? Reveal to me anything I need to know. Reveal to me anything we need to know. We'll do one for person watching. Oh. Wow. That's you. The angel of time. This is about receptive mode. This is chilling right out. This is filling up with the new vibration in the next 24 hours. Get level 1 and 2 attuned. If you would like to do that, you can write to me at reikibybella@gmail.com. Say, I would like the level 1 and 2 promotion, and I will send you the link, because you get money off for those who listened to the last video. So the angel of time. It's time. I'm going to put that back in. And then underneath that, see, look, that's the Bosch egg. That's the cosmic egg. We did it. We did it, we did it, we did it. It's back. So then all the ancient wisdom is restored. The stones speak, I just heard. The stones speak. What? So there must be information released, right, in the stones, in the pyramids, in the stone circles. This is because, you know, Earth is a living library, right, for the galaxy. And that means that people come here and they store information. So that's what the pyramids are. They are stored, amplified information of ancient wisdom, technologies. And they're being released. So there's the war as well. It's the Egyptians and the Atlanteans, so to speak. Anyway, we're just going to have a look at you, your person, and then the shared energy. This is clairvoyance. This is like also being able to see each other, to see your, you can see them. Wow. Remote viewing, would it be called? Yeah, you guys can do that easily. You do it already, naturally. See under here, clockwork pumpkin. A wonderful idea, the aha moment. That's why you need receptive mode to chill out. Like take a self-care day. Clockwork, right? The timing again. That's 2 cards on timing. So these people didn't have a chance. This is all timed. Faceless ghosts and the haunted girl. Ghost people. See, they conjure up earthbound spirits. Ghosts are earthbound spirits. They're not even demons. They're not even fallen angels. That's so funny. I did not know that. So in Reiki, we learn in level 2 to clear a space. And when you have people that haven't passed over, they're earthbound. They stay here because of grief, right? Somebody holds on to them, or because of shock. Right? And there is another reason I can't think of right now. But if they're earthbound, they've left their body, but they haven't found the bardo to release to the light. Right? That's what that is. So this karmic was calling on earthbound spirits. They're not even passed over. They're ghosts. So those ghost people are haunting her now. I was going to say, or it could be a him. And God said, no, it's a her. Because it's time. The clockwork pumpkin. It's pumpkin time. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. And look, because you've got to go to the carousel fairy. This is again what you gave out, right? So if we pray and send love and the emerald ray, then that's what comes back. The carousel, can you hear it? We're in the fairy ring at the carousel fairy. Just go with me. Oh, you got rid of the sewer mermaid. Ew. She started to stink, mate. She tried to attack the divine feminine sensuality, right? like cloak you in somebody that was like crazy or wanted ill intentions for people or used black magic. See, they, oh my gosh, it's actually represented. See that? Oh, I just think, wow. So this is like what a narcissist does. This is a histrionic though, because I use sexuality. But this is a projection of what this person is onto the divine feminine. Otherwise, how would they know the details of how to create that character? That's amazing. Oh, the little witches, we got you. Space clearing time, right? So this, you can go to my channel, and under healing is a full moon meditation, which is space clearing, fire releasing, and it's upgrading your DNA to God's code of wealth. Now you hit a PayPal button and you receive that. So that will help you clear, because it's a space clearing for your whole home. I've done it for you. So you put it in every room. It will clear any old negative energy that's around you. So purchase that. And when you purchase that, I'll send you the love codes that we're doing tonight. The sacred love codes. And we're doing a bit of, God's coming with some psalm magic. Don't ask me. So these witches, right, they're going to get cleared out of your space. If you'd like to take advantage of that, I've made it specially for you. So you purchase the PayPal button, you get the link straight away. Clear your space and get ready for the love codes tonight. I'll send them to you from your PayPal purchase. Does that make sense? So now you've got two promotions. This is a promotion for this video. To cut that, to clear that, I did a full space clearing for you. So you put the video on in each room, in your children's rooms, right? So normally that's $255 for a house. And you're getting, I think it's $55, and I'll give you the love codes as a bonus we're doing tonight. But you've got to clear this out before you get the love codes. So you go to reikibybella.com under healings and click on the moon meditations. I gave you a fire releasing ceremony and a space clearing for every room. I just didn't realize I was doing it for that reason. Do you know what I mean? Because then they're clear and you can bring in the love codes because they're here. Yeah. Bye, bye-bye. That's over. Look. They're gone. That's over. That relationship is over. That karmic debt is paid by divine masculine. That's it. It's gone. But you need to clear your space. That's why we do level 2 in Reiki. You learn, and you're able with the light language, with the light symbols, and with the power of your guide. You get a Reiki guide to clear any space. Then you can start clearing your own energy field, and then you can start clearing others. And when you get to masters, you just practice that every day. People's energy will clear in your presence. This is over. Right? That's the castaway. Gone. Everything is over. Yuck. Anything else? Oh, I like that. And I have to show you. So that's past. Present is now you need the space clearing. So go to reikibybella.com under healings and purchase. You get it straight away and clear your space. And if you do that, I'll send you the meditation for getting your sacred love codes. You'll love it. So that's a shallow grave. That's over. So that's past, present. That's future. See that? She's not with divine masculine anymore. No, she's not. And here is intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence, absinthe fairy. This is the absinthe fairy. So when you have a party, right, don't drink the absinthe. All right. The winged seer. So your enemy now is alcohol. For those at the moment, right, except for a bit of red wine today, for the blood of the lamb, for your antidote. But look, the winged seer, can you believe that? This winged seer. You're blowing my mind today, collective. It's like, woo, like that for me. Right, so the winged seer, that's the clairvoyant winged one. You see clearly, clairvoyance, confirmation. You see that. So there's somebody here who doesn't see that, or they will, oh, this is the potion. Oh, this is magic potion. Yeah. They make magic potion. So not what I talk about. This is like to distort the view. See? Distort the view. I'm just getting it. Don't worry about me. Distort the view, overindulgence. So this karmic overindulged, right, in the black magic with divine masculine, putting liquid in his food. Can you believe that? Yeah, went to the sewer and tried to put it onto the divine feminine. But the divine feminine and the masculine energy, right? This is the wings flipped up. This wings flipped up. So your back might have been sore, right? Your upper back, because your wings were trying to come out. And they come out when you can see. That's just blowing my mind. The wings see ya. Like, who do you think you're dealing with? See, you don't know who they're dealing with either. This is why you're knowing who you are now. Because the two little witches, right, we can see you. Sorry. So this is also about, this is space clearing, right? So you might, like, this is dusting and you need my space clearing, I'm telling you, it will help. Especially with your kids' rooms, because items can bring in low vibrations. And the Reiki that I do, you just put it in the center of the room, right? As I'm saying it, I go to every corner, do it all, and then just notice how it feels after. You'll notice people sleeping better, right? You won't be craving foods. There's been food craving rituals to make you fat. It's been working on me. Sorry. No, it hasn't. It's been my free will choice, right? But here you go. It's time for a treat. The candy cane angel is here. Isn't she beautiful? She got candy cane wings, look. Candy cane wings. It's time for a treat. I love that. The wing seer is getting a treat because the absinthe fairy was trying to distort the view. Went to the sewer, that's the lowest pits, right? And had an accomplice. Yep. Oh, I don't want to know anymore. I was going to say, I don't want to know who the other witch is. Look who the other witch is. Look at her. She's the Violet Duchess, stifled, bored and stuck. Who do we think that is? Ah, that's so funny. God, you're funny. Oh, he's telling me you can see it. You know it. I already knew it. I know who that is. There's another female, an older female, right? Oh, because we did that reading where Divine Masculine saw his paternal, his maternal mother, like his real mother. Stifled, bored and stuck. This is their outcome. Look, that's the two witches. This is unreal. This is so unreal. Look, this is the two witches. So clear your space because they're still going, right? Because they live there. They're stuck. Stifled, bored, stuck, right? And still missing the supply. They both had narcissistic supply on Divine Masculine, the little witches. We cast you out without a doubt. And here's your treat because you saw it. And they were doing yuck stuff. They went to low vibrations. They may have even gone to a practitioner like a voodoo, right? Here, I get black African magic. So don't drink any alcohol. That's why no alcohol. So that's why Divine Masculine's probably stopped drinking, you know, got a shock. So it's time for a treat. Do you love it? It's time for a treat. I love this reading. I'm going to read it. I know you hate reading, but I don't know these. Special message. The other one blew my mind. I've got to get the book. Is this it? Where would it be? Did I just have it? It's right next to me. I'm having a masculine moment. Don't worry. Right? Don't worry about me. I'm not going to do it separately. I'm going to do it here. What comes around comes back around. Go JT. The winged seer, the candy cane angel. So which one do you want to read? The candy cane angel or the, let's do, I'll just do it quickly. I'll have a little scan through, right? So I'm sorry about that, but there's something here because Lucy is not normal. She's a fairy. The candy cane angel is in charge of letting you know when it's time for some little luxuries that will reconnect you with your self-love and self-worth. She too holds back from giving to herself, as she is such an earnest and industrious little angel. But her message is always clear. It is time for you to have some fun, F-U-N. It is definitely time to have a treat, to give yourself the thing you have been putting off until you have worked hard enough or saved enough money or done without long enough. This card can come up for people who have been taught to save before they buy. A wonderful strategy, but at this time, this can tip over into almost habitual denial. You truly deserve some pleasure at this time in whatever form you have been denying yourself. Do not rationalize or talk yourself out of it any longer. The candy cane angel has appeared. She has made a bargain with you, and you are now going to have some fun, some delight, some tasty treats. Oh, whether it's from the form of food. Oh, it could be food. Clothing. Oh, luxuries or experiences that you have forced yourself to do without. The luxuries are not only available to you, they are necessary for your growth. Step out the consciousness of lack. Step out of the consciousness of lack and into the consciousness of I deserve. So let's affirm that, because abracadabra, what we speak, we create. To say, I now step out of the consciousness of lack and into the consciousness of I deserve. And I grant myself this lovely moment of luxury. This is to welcome in the new life. Fairies are always happy and positive. You know, I went to a Doreen Virtue angel therapy practitioner weekend and we did the realms, and it was so funny and clear because there's wise ones, angels, you know, there's lots of different realms, the Knights Templar, and then there's the fairies. And she was like, okay, so we know where the fairies are. All the fairies, right, from the fairy realm had no shoes on. They were wearing a lot of bells, and they had their hair done in different ways, and they were all sitting down on the floor. They didn't sit in chairs, the fairies. So funny. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's when I really got it. When you're in a room, it was 500 people in a room, and we all had to choose what realm we were from. So there were the mermaids, right? So you go and stand with that energy and see if it fits you. So I went out before it all started, and when I came back into the room, that it had changed. Like I went and I got in the water, went for a little swim. Oh! And then I went to my room and I got the water bottle because you've got to go past the pool. So I come back with wet hair, right? And she was talking about the mermaids, and they were all near the door, all the mermaids in the circle, right? So they all went into different parts. And they were all laughing at me when I walked in because they were like, we know what realm you're from. And I was like, no, I'm not a mermaid. My hair's wet and I got a bottle of water. So they're the characteristics, right, of a mermaid. And I was like, no. So I stood there with them for a while and I thought, no. And I went over to the earth angels and I stood there, and then I went, I'm not a fairy, but I love the fairies. But, you know, what else could I be? And then I looked over and I went, whatever they are, that's me. And I saw this, like you just see the eyes, and they had their hair done in buns, and they were looking really like royalty. Like, I'm not there yet, but, you know, these people were there, these ladies, and men were there too. And I was like, oh, I said, so what realm is this? And this, she looks at me, she goes, these are the wise ones. I was like, oh, yeah, I fit in here. So the wise ones are known as shapeshifters as well, because they can go and fit into any realm and not look out of place. They can be with the Knights Templars, they can be with the Star Wars, do you know what I mean? They can be with the fairies, the earth angels. I just heard medicine men, medicine women. So the wise ones are all of it. And you can see it in their eyes. I was like, this is my realm. I'm a wise one. I couldn't get over it. I didn't mix with any of them because I'm off with the fairies. Do you know what I mean? And I mix with the fairies, but you can tell your own realm. And this is what I talk about, your soul kin, because your soul kin's coming in. They're already here and they're from your realm. So you don't feel out of place. Right? When you're with a whole lot of fairies with no shoes on and little bells and colour everywhere in their hair. You know, one guy, he walked into the thing, he was in the Caribbean on a cruise, and they said, we're going to one of the things. So he just came with the people that he met after the cruise. So he came into the angel therapy practitioner workshop. I was like, well, that's not fair. I planned for years to come to this. Do you know what I mean? I've been saving. It'd been the best thing ever. He only found out about it 2 days ago and said, yeah, I'll come. So I got partnered with him. I don't know why I'm telling you this. For the mediumship, I'm going to read the Carousel Fairy, but I got partnered with this guy. I was like, oh, no. And I did. I put my hand up going, excuse me, this is not fair. Like, I've just given readings for everybody and I haven't received one out of the 3 days. Like, no one could read for me, right? So I'm like, excuse me, this guy's getting nothing. So funny. And they came over and they sort of do a counselling thing. It's like, well, just do. And then I thought, so that was the 3 times. But this guy, he said, I'll be over in a minute. And I thought, I'm just going to tell him. I said, listen, mate, you can't not get anything. You just give me what you're getting because it's not fair. Just give it to me. I want it. I was like that. He goes, okay, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting a round, run back, forth, round, because we're doing mediumship for your animal that's passed over. And I was so excited. I cried. This is when I realized the power of the mediumship readings to heal grief. So it was my Doberman Pinscher that I'd lost. And we used to play a game. God showed it to me this morning with a guy playing. That's why it's here. So it's here for someone, right? But so I used to play this game where I'd jump on the trampoline, right? And I used to spin around there. And then I'd run. It'd be first. And so fella would run around the trampoline while I'm jumping. And the game was who could get to the back door the first, right? So then you'd have a race to the back door. This was my game that I played with my Doberman. And this guy's sitting there going, I don't get anything. And then he says that. He says, round and round, back and forth. And I was like, oh, my God, it's my dog. I know it's my dog. Thank you. And I'm kissing him, of course, you know me. And I'm hugging him. And he was looking like white as a ghost. And I said, you're clairvoyant. You can do it. You're a medium. And it changed his life. So this message is for you not to not say it. Whatever you're getting, you can't not get something. So you would keep a journal, you would write it down, you go, I got this and this. And then it unravels over time because you're powerful, you're clairvoyant, you're a medium. Right? So my dog came in and gave him a message. That changed my whole life, changed my whole perspective on everything. I was skippity-doodah. And I thought, how dumb. How dumb does that look in reality? But to me, right, because his ego was there going, I'm not going to tell her what I'm getting. And I'm like, yes, you are. I'm going to make you tell me. And it was good. So I'm going to do that with all of you, right? Tell me what you're getting. It's happening again. Many of us have faced difficulty and troubled times in our lives. Sometimes the impact of negative experience is so profound that it leaves us with physical, mental, and yes, spiritual residue for months, even years after the actual event. That's why the space clearing. So if you haven't gone there, go there now and purchase the full moon meditation. It's a space clearing, rewriting God's codes of wealth in your DNA. That will clear your whole house. You get a whole space clearing forever. It's yours forever. So you use it every month or any time you feel low and watch your vibration lift. Sometimes the impact, this is the impact, see? It stays as the residue from the sewer. Sorry, I'll stop. All right. While we're still vibrating, as the Carousel Fairy puts it, to the energy of a negative experience we tend to repeatedly attract. echoes of that exact experience. So when we need to be alerted to the fact, we may hear strange music, like that of a music, but a sideshow, and see an image of an old-fashioned carousel with a beautiful fairy riding alone on her solitary horse. Then we can be sure that an old pattern has circled round once again. It's time to clear it out. Here I come again. It seems you need another cosmic reminder of something that needs to be cleared. Letting go is this moment. It's a very important lesson for you to learn. I'm not suggesting forgetting, because where's the wisdom in that? But I am suggesting that you move on and actively replace this experience with completely different versions of the same theme. You must connect with the opportunities you have. Staying attached to old patterns will simply make them come round again, like this. You may have been enjoying your own life reruns lately, wallowing through the memories and feeling sad, bittersweet and nostalgic about the good old days, whenever they were. You know what? It's fine to muse on the past. Our memories are precious and do need to be tended. But it's another thing altogether to be filled with regret and wishing you'd done things differently. Life is a constant do-over. We get a fresh dance every second we are alive. So stop beating yourself up. You have an opportunity to heal, to clear, to no longer feel sad about the same thing anymore. You are so not alone. We all have karmic lessons, and you'll be all the richer for learning yours and realizing how much wiser you are. Time to get on the carousel. Whee! I love you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take advantage of the full moon meditation so you can clear your space. It's a space clearing technique that we use in Reiki, and you put it in the middle of each room and your house will be cleared. It doesn't take long and you can use it forever. That link is yours forever. So when you purchase it, you get a direct link back to your email from reikibybella@gmail.com. I love you, and then I'll send you your free bonus. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.